Today we're road tripping from Albufeira, Portugal to the end of the world, Cape St. Vincent. Along the way, we'll be stopping in some spots to follow in the trail of the explorers. And
why not have a beer in Sagres? The explorers will be fun, but beer.
We better get going.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Today's road trip includes checking out Lagos, Ponta da Piedade, Fort Sagres, and of course, the end of the world, Cabo de São Vincent. It's only about an hour and a half drive from our current home in Albufeira.
When I was a kid, I went to a sleepover at my best friend's house, Christina's. I was probably about 8 years old, and we were supposed to be in bed, but we snuck out and hid because there was this TV show that her parents were going to watch and said we couldn't, and so of course we really, really wanted to. And it was on Nostradamus and the end of the world. And it terrified me. It absolutely terrified me. Even to this day, when I think about the end of the world, it's just oh. But ever since we've been here and I've heard about, oh, well, you could take a road trip to the end of the world, I've been kind of fascinated because I think it's this cool idea that the end of the world is a place. And if you can see it and be at it and nothing bad happens, then you don't have to worry about the end of the world because, well, you've already been to it. I know it sounds a little crazy, but for me, I've been intrigued and really wanting to go. So I'm very happy that we're taking this road trip today.
What excites me about this trip is the age of exploration. Pretty much started here. Henry the Navigator was the guy that inspired it. I didn't even know who he was until we moved here. And also Christopher Columbus, Magellan, and some other guys all sailed around here. So to honor them in their voyages and their exploration and what it must have been like, we have stopped at a gas station to get supplies because they probably did that. And we're gonna get fuel, snacks, just to see what it was like for them back in the day. So they didn't have to worry about the type of fuel.
Yeah, Magellan and Columbus had it so easy, they didn't have fuel. Whereas Chris has to figure out which type of fuel to get, he has to put it into the vehicle, and then he's gonna have to pay.
Snack up. These are going to help with the voyage. Just know it. Little known fact, mini chocolate chip cookies were big with the explorers. They taste like the McDonald's ones back in the day.
I love that they were in the eat healthy section. I'm very proud of Chris for choosing from that section. One of my favorite parts of road trip days.
Probably didn't have to go through that.
It's really tough today. Behind me is Lagos Harbor. This is where they say that explorers like Henry the Navigator, Magellan, maybe Columbus, set sail from on their initial explorations, which I think is pretty cool.
Didn't they say that Henry the Navigator had a school down in Sagres?
That's what some have said, but historians are starting to dispute that, and they think that rather than there being a navigational school, that sailors learned it out at sea. Next up is Ponta da Piedade. Parking gets pretty busy around here. I don't know if, well, can you fit there? I think you could do it.
Melissa has not planned anything out here, so we have to embrace Henry the Explorer?
Well, let's not say I didn't plan anything because, well, I did. We're going to go down the boardwalk to Praia de Camilo and see what we see. I just don't know what else to expect.
Just like the explorers, they didn't know what to expect.
I still plan.
So we're channeling it. I can feel it going through our veins.
Always a danger. Always.
You have to come here to appreciate it. I was amazed. It's like, what? She's gonna sit down and take it all in? Oh, she's already behind me now. I don't know if I've seen scenery like this before.
It's quite stunning.
It's kind of, a little bit like Iceland, sort of, but different. Thumb up, a bump, for sure.
For sure. This is the spot, I believe, that Lonely Planet called one of the 10 wonders of Portugal, or one of the 10 natural wonders of Portugal.
Yeah.
I can see why.
Yep, me too.
I'm not sure if you could see that. That was one of the stations of the cross that are situated along this road. I had heard about them, but I had expected to see them down below. Here's another one. We'll be fueling up before we get to the end of the world.
It's very important.
Those gas station treats just weren't quite enough. We need some pizza.
I heard that Henry the Navigator got a map from Venice back in the day.
Like Venice Beach, California?
No. Venice, Italy. Right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm making the correlation. So that's why we went to an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
See?
Of course,
See
of
what I'm doing?
course.
It's all planned. All planned. Arte Bianca is a farm-to-table pizzeria with 3 locations in Portugal. They focus on making pizzas that are digestible and delicious because they believe you shouldn't feel heavy and tired after a good meal. I had a very tasty Pilsner by Deutsche Corvosch, or Two Crows.
Look at this fun cocktail. It's called Mamma Mia, and it is good. Horta de Arte Bianca is one of their vegan gourmet pizzas. It's topped with asparagus cream, sauteed carrot spaghetti, roasted hazelnuts, and asparagus flour.
I had the Diavola de Arte Bianca, aka the devil. Spicy and delicious. Honey, that was pretty good, wasn't it?
Oh, that was fantastic. I'm so glad I found it.
You know what? You could have been a navigator back in the day, I think.
Oh, maybe. Well, you got us here. I couldn't find the way back to the car, and you're getting us back to the car, so.
You're the dreamer, though.
Yeah.
We would have been a good team. Yeah, we would have been a good team. Correction, we are a good team.
Yeah.
Okay, Hein, where to now?
Sagres Fort.
So when we go to these places with the museums inside, I love the information that you get, but it's always like too much information. It's like I'd never have enough time to like absorb it all.
I think the nice thing though is that it sparks a bit of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's like, oh, I want to know more about that. And then, oh, maybe I want to pick up a book on that or dig deeper, watch something, that sort of thing. But that globe that we saw, that I'm going to remember, I think, for a long time.
Yes, that was like cool to see what the Germans thought the world looked like back in the 1400s.
Well, I think all of Europe thought it looked that way.
Well, true.
It happened to be
true.
in their museum.
So it was a very interesting place to go to learn a little bit about the history of Portugal and the history of this area.
I didn't realize that there were all of these other people involved in the age of exploration. I thought Christopher Columbus and, you know, like maybe Magellan, and that was it.
Yeah, and I did not know it was all started here in Portugal.
Cool.
Honey, come on. You want to contribute?
I don't, but if you want to, go for it. I don't know, there's a bee thinking you shouldn't be doing it. It's buzzing right on top of your head. Good job.
I wonder what that loud noise is.
I know. Do you feel the wind?
Oh my God.
It's like there's a dragon at our feet.
You'll be safe, honey. A Melissa version of Marilyn Monroe, I guess.
A little safer. I'm glad I'm in jeans.
Now, a story from Melissa.
While Henry the Navigator may not have had a school here, one cool thing that I believe historians have not disproven is that Columbus shipwrecked here once.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It appears that this monument was given by the United States Power Squadron in memory of Prince Henry the Navigator for founding his navigational school, which he may or may not have actually founded, but he was an amazing navigator, so he deserves the honor, I'm sure.
You know, if he did found the school, he should have kept some records or something, you know?
Igreja de Nossa Senhora de Graça, or Church of Our Lady of Grace, was built in the 1570s.
And it's the only building at the fort to have survived the great earthquake of 1755. Fort Sagres?
Definite thumb up about.
A lot of fun, so much to see here.
This place is fantastic, and it was less than €5 each.
Yeah,
We spent a couple of hours just exploring.
yeah. It's good exercise, beautiful sights, weird phenomenon. Yeah, it was wild. Next is the end of the world.
It's the end of the world, let's begin.
You're very jolly.
Oh, careful.
Here we go, end of the world.
We made it to the end of the world.
It's an amazing view, but I have one problem with the people back then. They had to know it wasn't the end of the world because I can see another island out there.
Honey,
Yeah.
what if it's actually a big ship?
Oh no, that's an island. Sorry, people from the 1400s. It's a big, huge ship. Sorry. Honey, cheers to the end of the world.
Cheers.
So was going to the end of the world as good as you thought it would be?
It's been wonderful. I feel so calm about the end of the world now.
Yeah. It's been quite scenic, super fun, awesome road trip. Oh, the sights,
Thumb up a bump?
for sure. For sure. Look at that.